Hey everyone, it is SAMD Mangler time. So I have two new boards. I have a new SAMD21G Mangler, which is this one here, and a SAMD21E Mangler, which is this one here. Both of these were, well, that says delivery, but they were shipped on the 27th. They've just been sitting here for a few days until I had time to get to them. So as you all know, or I hope you know, this is my current SAMD Mangler board, which is designed for the 21G in any memory configuration, and it's for the TQFP package, or QFP package, which is the version where the pins stick out, which is this version just here. But I wanted to see whether I could reconfigure this board to also work with the QFN package, which is this one here. We'll take a closer look at these in a moment. And so what I did was, let's move the E out the way for the moment. I would like to build the E as well today, but I have no bootloaders for my E, so I wouldn't even be able to know if they work or not. So let's start with the new version of these. Okay, let's have a look and see what is different. So, zoom in time. So as you can see, this version of the board is identical to the other version, except I've brought the traces of the pads further in because on the actual chips, the pins are underneath. Let me just turn that over. So you can see that the pins are underneath in this case and are inside the package, not sticking out the side. There's also a ground in the middle. So I didn't have enough room to put a full ground in without rerouting the whole board, and I didn't particularly want to do that. So I've just put a section of ground in the corner. I'm hoping that the pressure of pushing this down will actually make contact. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I have a good feeling it's not, because if you actually look at the side of the chip, the pads do not stick out very far at all. Not only do they not stick out, but the pins around the outside stick out a fraction more than the ground does. So I'm not sure that there's going to be any contact made there. So the worst case scenario, the worst outcome for this right now will be that just my QFP package will work. And if by some fluke this also works with the QFN, then bingo, I've got the ability to put bootloaders on both different chips on my SAMD Mangler. If that's not the case, then any boards that I put my QFN package on is going to need a way of getting a bootloader on it as well. So my plan is to make up one of these boards and put it together and make sure it still works with my QFP chip, and then try it out with my QFN and see if we have any luck at all. I'm not going to hold my breath. I'm very doubtful it's going to work, but it's worth the experiment. So let's get building. Okay, so let's take one of these boards off. I've been very careful to make sure that I didn't move any other component. That way I'm able to reuse the same stencil. Because this is just an experiment, I want to make sure that I'm not spending too much money on new stencils unnecessarily. So the same stencil will work, as you can see there, because I don't put any paste through the actual package itself. So let's get this pasted. Apologise for the printer sounds in the background. I don't think there's ever going to be a time in the near future that I am able to make a video when I'm not printing. Right now I'm printing reflow master cases. Surprise, surprise. Okay, way too much paste as usual. Perfect. Let's take it out. Let's get rid of some of this paste, a bit of cleanup. Do it now before I forget. Excellent. Now we'll move this out of the way. I'll clean that later. Lucky last, my least favourite thing, as everyone knows, these are new USBs, but they look identical to my old ones, which is perfect. So they're going to be just as hard to get on. Wow, that actually looks okay. Let's move it forward a bit. Looks like it's sitting too high. Okay, we're done. It is time to reflow. See if I can do it without knocking it. Okay, reflow is finished. Time to pull the board out. Let it cool down. Now, I'm going to have to hot air this. I mentioned that the USB looked like it was sitting up. That is because there were two little feet on this. And those two little feet actually, for the first time ever, fit inside the little holes for the USB footprint. Something I was not expecting. So this is currently sitting in the wrong spot. I'm going to have to hot air it into the right spot. But what it means is, for the first time ever, I've managed to source USB sockets that actually sit in the holes and register perfectly. No more placing it and moving it and moving it and moving it till the feet are in the right spot. Look at that. Locked in place. So I'm going to have to hot air this into place. That's okay. Everything else looks great, as it should, because it was done in my Reflow Master. Yes, I'm still printing. Still noisy. So, time to put my hot air station on. This is cooled down enough. Let's hot air this baby into the right spot. And then I have to solder on the header. I'm just going to turn this around, do it from this side. I'm hoping it should be fairly easy to get into place, but because of the size of the part, it's going to take a bit to hot air it. So I'm actually quite excited by this. Was not expecting this at all. They're very tiny feet. As many of you will know, there are so many different versions of the USB Micro B component like this. And of course, every picture that you see online, especially from China, is just a generic picture. It's never the correct picture, and it's never the correct part details. So you never know what you're getting. And I thought these were identical to the ones I had before, because they looked like they were identical. And they are in every way, except they've got the little feet on them. Here we go, they've just popped into place. How exciting! Okay, I should be able to let that just cool now. Might actually stick that back onto the heatsink, just so it can cool down. Okay, let's turn the iron on, get the iron ready. Something else I'm excited about is I got myself some new solder. Whoop, it's a bit blurry, sorry. Let's see if I can put it down here, maybe you can read it. So it's leaded solder, but I'm pretty sure mine, because it's so old, is pretty done. So this is two firsts today, folks. Okay, so we need to put the program header on. Goes this way, just like that. Okay, so my iron is on. A little bit of a tin with my new solder. Whoa, don't breathe that in. Okay, here we go. That looks good, and it's obviously in. Yep, great. Now to do this in any order I feel like, is why not? Oops, and did I bridge those? I might have. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Tiny, tiny pitch. Okay, let's see whether I bridged them or not. Of course I did. I can't even see what I'm doing. Perils of doing something on camera. Okay, so we have a finished board. Old and the new. The only difference is the pads. Let's see if it works. I'm excited to find out. Okay, I'm still printing, and I apologise. I'm even closer to the printer now. Okay, so here's the new board. I'm going to plug it in. Try to do this all on camera. I'm going to plug this side in. Okay, we have some little blue lights. I'm also going to just put this little base on. I'm not going to put the top clamps in, and so it's sitting nice and still so everyone can see it. So you can see it's detecting 3 volts coming in, which is great. That's the little green light, and there's definitely lights there. Now I'm in such a rush to test this, I haven't even built a new clamp for the QFN package, so I don't even know if I can press fit it nicely. But let's start off with the QFP. Let's just get this roughly in the right spot. We've got our little Mangler jig adapter thingy. Try to get that in, jiggle it in till it's right. Switch hands so I can use my mouse. Okay, my finger's probably in the way, but that's okay. I'm picking 21G 18, apply, do read, found the signature, memories, I want to do an erase, program, and it programmed first time. Okay, now you can see, maybe, that the LEDs are super bright. Let me just take this back out. We now have a bootloader on this SAMD. Woohoo! You can see, yeah, they're super bright now. That worked. We can still do QFPs. Now, it's time to see if we can do QFN. Now, the QFN and the QFP should be identical chips. just different package. I don't even know which way this goes. Whoops. Sorry, I've got the camera tripod in my way and I honestly cannot see what I'm doing. Okay, as you can see, it's a much smaller package. I don't know if I can even get it aligned. We'll try. I don't know if this jig's going to work at all with it. Probably not. That's okay. I'm happy to make a new jig, but I'm just impatient right now. All I can do is try it. I can do an apply, read, no, error. Okay. As I said, probably not going to happen, folks. At least not without a new jig. Let's... Can I even see the pins? Oh, that's definitely not in the right spot. I can see through the top. Yeah, I'm doubtful this is going to work at all. It's finding the target voltage, but it's just not finding the chip. I wonder if I can do it without the jig. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it still. I have a good feeling that it's just not going to make contact, as I said. Which looks like it's in a pretty good position there. What can I hold it down with? Let me get some spongy stuff. I'm going to try to hold it down, but I'm really doubtful, and I'm scared it's going to move now, but here we go. Apply, read. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it's going to work. Yep, no, it doesn't look good. Oh well, there you go. So, as I thought, I'm going to try making a jig for it anyway to see if I can align it better. But it looks like the contacts on the bottom of the chip just don't sit low enough to be able to pick up the traces, no matter how hard I push down. Now, I could try sticking some solder on the pads, just on the inner bits, so they don't interfere with the QFP package. I'll just take that off. Maybe that will work. I don't know. But it seems that this definitely will not line up nicely. Not for me, not today. Or if it lines up or not, the fact is it's just not making contact. And no contact means no work. It was a good experiment though. Yeah, no, not going to happen. There you go, folks. That's the end. We have a working mangler, still works with the QFP. It's not working with the QFN. I will continue to experiment with this. I'll see if I can somehow get this to work. And if I can't, I'll just have to start sticking the ability to put a bootloader on the chip on whatever development board I use it on. Okay, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't. Don't forget to like the video. Welcome to all my new subs. Thank you to all of my supporters who have backed me either via Patreon, have bought me a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee, or bought any of my stuff on Tindy. I really appreciate it. You're absolutely helping me on my journey. Until next time, catch you later. Bye.